unions in the country, and it is purely an organ of the Democratic Party. Recently, the union held a conference to discuss how to indoctrinate school children without their parents' knowledge. One first grade teacher called Blair Wyatt explained that it's best to hold meetings for gender identity clubs during lunchtime so the parents never know.
Yes, that lunchtime is kind of that sweet spot where the kids don't need to come early or stay late, and kind of eliminates a little bit of that parent interaction if there are kids who would like to attend, but maybe their parents are unaware that they're interested in participating, or unaware that they are out at school. So if you can get it to happen at lunch, that seems like a really good structure to, protect the kids' identities and protect and allow them to attend.
Amazing that they're admitting this in public. Documents from the conference also show that teachers admit they read students' Google search histories looking for signs of interest in gender issues so they can take advantage of them. We wouldn't know any of this was happening if it weren't for Abigail Shrier, who broke the story. She's the author of Irreversible Damage, The Transgender Craze, and a very brave person. She joins us tonight. Abigail, thanks so much for coming on, for breaking this story. It looks, on the face of it, from what we just presented, that these teachers are intentionally trying to hide what's going on from the parents of the kids.
That's right. The deception is actually the point. It's explicit. And in fact, in both the reporting I did on that conference you mentioned in October, and then I've since seen more recent videos of the California Teachers Association specifically guiding teachers statewide in deception of parents about the clubs, about the membership, that even at the elementary school level, 8- and 9-year-olds telling them to rename the clubs, things like Prism Club, so that the parents won't know what's going on in the club and won't be able to, supervise.
Since when are teachers allowed to get involved in these sex lives of minor children without the knowledge of the parents? It seems like a crime to me.
Well, in one of the videos I watched put out by the California Teachers Association, the teachers instructed other educators that children as young as 7 need support in their sexual identity. And they believe it is their job to provide that. And look, if this were a matter of parents coming in and saying their child had a particular sexual or gender identity and they wanted the school to support it, that would be one thing. But instead, what the California Teachers Association is doing is they're deciding how to recruit students to these clubs, how to coach them in solidifying this gender identity or sexual orientation identity, and they're doing this by deceiving parents, specifically telling teachers how to keep the existence of the clubs and the membership from the parents.
I mean, I assume everyone's going to leave public schools at a certain point who can, and homeschool or whatever. This is too much. But in the meantime, is there anything that could be done to stop it?
I think that parents need to get really explicit with kids about things like gender. And tell them what's being taught in schools is nonsense. And in some cases, if the parents are able to do it, they really should pull their kids out of these schools, because this kind of nonsense spreads. And the teachers, look, this is not members of LGBTQ doing this. I want to be really clear about that. These are activist teachers. They are looking to peel the children away